Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wolfpack Training Center for Intramural Finals. Brett Gall alongside Ojan Manaza for this great game. Finals. It's a nice, beautiful night here. After the last couple of days, we've had a big monsoon.
It is gorgeous, and thank goodness for that turf, right? Otherwise, we'd be standing here in the mud.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Brett?
Probably wouldn't be having this game, honestly. We got the Atletico Madrid and Ratchet Thoughts.
Oh, wow.
In
Those
this
are
matchup.
very creative names there.
It's like number 10 right there for Ratchet Thoughts.
So, Brett, you know, I'm expecting a lot of aggression and good, just friendly competition out of this game. I mean, you've got Wolfpack against Wolfpack. It's not really a rivalry, more of just teams out here for the love of the sport. Really excited to see what we get.
Ratchet Thoughts is going to be in the black, and we got Atletico Madrid here in the red. But, I mean, if you don't think intramural sports matter, just watch this game here because people compete like crazy here in Athletic. Of course, you get the most prized thing, the T-shirt, which I think both of us want.
Oh, yeah, no, that is a trophy worth fighting for sure.
There's Madrid right there.
That is our cameraman, Khalil, getting hit by the soccer ball.
Here's number 24, Cayman Strap here for Madrid. Out wide to 37, Alex Cheek. Madrid still holds right here. Back to Cheek.
Now, I know it's early, but I can already tell we have a very evenly matched offense versus offense. Both teams have equal control of the ball. I'm seeing the ball get passed around on both sides of the field very evenly. You know, it'll be interesting to see how each team strategizes to turn the tides and get those goals.
Like you mentioned, we're going to be on the turf, so it's not really wet or anything like that, so no sloppy play or anything is going to come into play here in this match.
That's true. But plenty of slide tackling.
Actually, you're not allowed to slide tackle in
Intramural. You are not allowed to slide tackle.
No, you're not allowed to slide tackle.
That is a good thing to know.
Here's Madrid on the throw-in. It looks like it's going to be a long throw. Good opportunity here. It's headed out, and it's going to go over the crossbar. I think they're going to give another corner kick on this side now.
Well, you know, with corner kicks, that's to be expected. You got one shot, send it in the center, get as many bodies in there as you can, try to get the header and score a quick point. If it misses, it misses. But, you know, that's how you play a corner kick. You know, not much you can do about it.
Madrid's getting ready to take the kick here in a second. It's a good one.
Oh.
And the goalkeeper snatches it. Quick release. Here's Ratchet Thoughts.
See, that is an interesting play. Getting, as soon as he got the ball, sending it right back up without, you know, waiting for his teammate to be open or anything. Just trying to maybe get a quick breakaway in there.
It was a good job by Madrid, though. They weren't really fooled at all.
Now, this is no relation to the actual Real Madrid, correct?
This is Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. Awesome.
Pretty interesting name they had. It's a clever one, though. Ratchet Thoughts, I don't really know where that one came from, honestly.
Popular culture.
Yeah, maybe.
As the cool kids would say.
Here's Madrid once again. It's going to be offsides, I believe they called.
Mm-hmm.
Good ball in, headed out by Ratchet Thoughts. Another one kicked out by Thoughts. Here's number 20 here.
Yeah, there's a lot of in-the-air ball play right now.
Yes. That's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick, I believe, here for Thoughts. Ratchet Thoughts.
Goal kick for your thoughts?
I feel like I got to say Ratchet Thoughts and not.
You know, over that.
I'm going to go with Madrid, though. On Atletico is just too much for me.
That is too many syllables. It's not going to blend very well.
Skylar Dove right there. He plays for the club soccer team here at NC State.
Got to be careful giving away possession like that because of not controlling the ball, you know. Got to let it settle every once in a while. You can't keep kicking it up in the air.
Here's Wade Moore now for Ratchet Thoughts. Trying to go down the sideline. Here's a good ball right here.
Ooh.
I believe that's
going to make it in time.
Serafino. Try to save it, and it's
Ooh.
going to go out of bounds here for a corner kick for Ratchet Thoughts. The ball went over the fence.
Now, Serafino, that's a name I recognize.
Serafino also from the club soccer team.
Club soccer team, yep. They had a great season, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yep.
He doesn't have a jersey on, but I'm pretty sure that's him.
You know.
Good head out by Madrid. Skylar Dove trying to get it in, cannot.
It was a good job by the defense there, getting, clearing the ball out of the goal box, getting as far away from the danger zone as you possibly can. You want to keep sending it back, right? Every time you get the ball, send it right back up the field. Controlled, of course. Controlled.
Yes, of course. Here's Wade Moore once again. Good job by Moore to keep that up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Dove now. Switching the field. Ratchet Thoughts with some good ball movement so far right now on this possession. It's going to be offsides, however. Be Madrid's free kick here.
Got to keep track of that last defender. Still, a good move crossing the field, switching it up. When the right side of the field doesn't work, take to the left. See, that's where the defense is going to be more scattered because where the ball is currently is going to throw them off. And it's a good way to get some easy runs up the field.
Here's Madrid now after the offsides. It's a high one. I know you played soccer, didn't you, for some time?
I did, yeah. I mean,
what do you think about the turf field? Do you like turf or you going with grass?
It depended on the day. If it was really hot, like a scorcher, sun's out, I prefer the grass because that turf will get hot under your feet real quick, and you start getting those blisters, and that's not fun.
And there's an example of turf right there.
Yep. Got to be careful. Serafino taking a slide.
Yeah. It was a hard tumble right there as we substitutions coming in as Madrid brings in number 5, who is not on my roster. Throw in there, goes out of bounds. Another Madrid throw in here. Another throw in.
I will say this, it's good to see how evenly matched we are here. No team is really just getting rolled over. No one's giving up possession of the ball so easily. It's a lot of controlled soccer.
It's been a lot of possession so far from both teams.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see the rest of this game play out.
You got to wonder, you got to assume this is going to be a low-scoring game, I would think, here.
All good soccer games are.
That is true.
Yep.
Even though you do like the occasional scoring game back and forth.
That's true. You got to be careful. Ooh, that one coming in hot.
Almost took out our director over here, Madison.
Got to be quick on your feet.
Here's Ratchet Thoughts now.
Now, I will say, the first team to score a goal here is going to pick up some very crucial momentum. Once you get that first goal, your team starts picking up, game starts changing, the other team starts, getting down on themselves, and if they don't pull it together and change the strategy, it can be a breakaway game.
Intramural sports not as long as the club soccer level. I believe we play either 2:20 or 2:25-minute half, so it's not going to be very long. We'll go by pretty quick, so you got to take advantage of your opportunities when they're given to you.
Yeah, pressure's on. When you're playing heads up like that, and you got to get quick points and then quickly rally, play a smart defense, hold that lead.
Here's Inathletico Madrid now going down the field. Chance right here. Goalkeeper comes out with a good opportunity there. Here's DeSerafino now. Can he keep it in? He can. It's going to go out of bounds on number 22 for Madrid, Wyatt Davis, one of the captains here for the Madrid squad.
That is at least the third time I've seen DeSerafino have to sprint to the sides for the ball save, and it's good to see him make it there without sliding.
Yeah. That tumble earlier didn't look very comfortable.
No.
And you know it does not feel good falling on this turf here.
Definitely not on the turf. You get a lot of that plastic burn on your legs.
Can definitely scrape up a knee real quick. Here's Madrid now. That's a big booming kick. It's going to go all the way back to the older goalkeeper here.
Looks like we're going to play some ping pong today, boys.
A little back and forth kick ball.
Yeah.
We have a punt here. That's going to go out of bounds, I believe. Good shielding out there by Madrid defender. I believe that was number 20, Cameron Capim.
It's really going to come down to whoever the first team is to capitalize on one of these long balls. I mean, it seems like every time it makes it down one side of the field, it's headed on its way out, and it gets caught just the last second for a throw-in for the other team. And getting a lot of back-and-forth soccer. No real big moves from either team.
I don't know if we've had a shot yet, honestly, from either team.
We have not.
This might be one of those 1-0 games or 2-1.
Oh, here
There's
comes an opportunity now.
Here's Ratchet Thoughts now. It's going to be kicked out there by Madrid. He's going to go down, trying to get to number 22 here, Davis.
Ratchet Thoughts making a quick move to get back up the field and put pressure on the Madrid defense. It's good to see some audience participation.
It is. Here's DeSerafino now, trying to play it in. It's a good ball. There's a chance right there by number 27 for Ratchet Thoughts. That's Marco Dane Raymond trying to get on the end of that one. Cannot, though. Be a throw in here for Madrid. Good opportunity there for Ratchet Thoughts, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If they keep that up, eventually one of those balls is going to find its way in the goal, and they're going to have themselves a lead that they got to fight for to keep, especially in these quick halves. That's what you got to do.
We have to go chase the ball.
Yeah, it looks like they got a couple right there.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
did.
sure why they're not just rolling with those.
I think he had to go back and get those, actually. That net does not do a very good job of keeping the ball in.
Good thing they've got the big net back there to make sure it doesn't go too far off the.
Here's a good
field.
steal here by Ratchet Thoughts. Good job of the defenders come back for that one.
Ooh, do not want to get caught clumsy with the ball as a defender on your side of the field.
Ooh, a little mishap there by the goalkeeper for Thoughts.
Yeah, it was a risky play coming up all the way to the edge and almost risking a handball.
Not really sure what made him kind of fumble it. Here's DeSerafino now. It's going to go out of bounds for a corner kick.
Ah, you played yourself.
It's a low one.
Ooh.
You almost can't even tell that's the goalie right there. With
Interestingly enough, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You have a goalie that far out of the box on a corner kick.
Yeah. Plus he's wearing red, so I don't know if that's exactly fair, but they're going to let it play out.
You know, you just got to watch the pants. That's what it is.
That is true. We're going to have a free kick here after a foul by Ratchet Thoughts. Good opportunity for Madrid right here on the free kick. Would you go for the goal yourself, or did you play a ball in here?
Honestly, when you've got this many defenders clustered up in front of you, I always go for the shot. especially with the goalie that far to one side of the post.
Oh,
Just
that's
like
a
right
ripper
there.
by number 22 on Atletico Madrid, Eric Schweiger, and what a hit right there. Unbelievable.
That was a beautiful textbook goal right there. Top right corner, good curve around the defensive wall. And as we were talking about that, I always go for the shot right there. Because if you send it up into their defense, they've got just as much opportunity to kick it out. But if you put it on the goalie, your odds are better of making the score yourself. But that was a beautiful, beautiful shot. Good way to start the game for Madrid.
The goalkeeper for Ratchet Thoughts had a hand on it, but it was just a little too high for him to get a hold of. And wow, what a shot!
Yeah.
Now that could be the momentum right there, as we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. Because now the pressure is on the Ratchet Thoughts to come back, make at least one of the goal to tie it up, and then hold out until the end of the game, or at least until they can get the lead back.
Here's a good chance by Ratchet Thoughts right now, trying to play it through. That was number 12 right there, Will Glass, one of the captains for this team. That one's just going to be kicked out. Here's Madrid now. Little flicker.
I believe that was an offsides.
I think that is what they called.
Yeah.
Here's Diligicus on the far side now.
I am surprised. I haven't seen many offsides. Usually, especially in intramural, you see a lot of those. Got to be careful of that defensive wall, and they've been doing a good job of staying within bounds for the most part this game.
There's the ball by Fino from Skylar Dove right there. Fino not exactly able to get to that one.
That's quite a name. You think a little Italian?
I don't know. It's tough to say though. It's not easy to say.
That's true. I like it. It's a very interesting name.
Here's Madrid now.
Number 21 calling his shots, but immediately giving it back to the Ratchet Thoughts.
Good opportunity there by Ratchet Thoughts. It's going to be called off sides there, however. Goalkeeper for Madrid just kind of want to hold on to it now. 1-up lead. Even though it is early here, about probably 5 minutes or so in the first half between the two teams. We've seen a lot of good defensive play. Not much thoughts except for the great goal by, that was number 22, Schweiger. Here's a quick one here. Not sure we're going to have substitutions.
Killing the momentum by calling in the subs. Bad timing. Once you're on that run, you really want to just keep that momentum, keep going while you've got the defense off their balance.
Here's DeSerafina. Good turn right there. Try to go down the line.
Ooh.
Good opportunity there for Ratchet Thoughts. We're going to have another throw in here.
That is some risque play right there in front of the goal. You want to be careful about crossing your goal, especially on your side of the field with the ball.
So we're going to get the long throw in. Here's Dove now. It's going to be out of bounds. Goal kick here for Madrid. Ratchet Thoughts trying to push it up a little bit more than they've been here in the early going. Being down 1-0 after the goal by Eric Schweiger on a beautiful free kick.
Oh, absolutely perfect. Yep. And this is exactly what Madrid needed to get the lead in the game. And now really, if they play it strategically enough, they could just sit back and play defense for the rest of this game and just carry out these quicker halves, make the Ratchet Thoughts do all the work.
Good. Here's a good chance right here for Ratchet thoughts to Serafino. Trying to switch the field. Nobody really there. Madrid with a good poke. Here's Dove now. Out wide to Serafino. 2 club soccer members. Trying to switch the field. It was a good ball, but just couldn't quite get to it.
Interesting playing through the middle, though. You know, usually you want to bring it down the sides, cross it into the middle once you're close enough to the goal, and let one of your midfielders take the shot. But, I mean, once you're in there, it's really just look up, look for your open guys, pass it. It's not too much time to think about the long game.
Oh, wow. Beautiful play there by Dylan Jenkins on the far side.
That was very saucy. And that was not.
Here's Madrid now. It's just going to be a little unlucky touch there by number 21. That was Jonah Lane. Here's Dylan Jenkins now. Good move right there on the far side. Try to play to the middle. Stolen by Madrid. Here's Lane now. Trying to get back to Lane. Cannot. It's going to go out wide to Di Serafino, who's been all over the place so far here in this first half.
Yeah.
Probably won't get many subs from him. He'll probably be playing the whole game here. That's going to go out of bounds to Madrid here. Well, folks, if you wanted scoring in this game, so far you're not getting it.
Well, traditionally soccer is a low-scoring game, and it's all about the offensive plays. You know, you like to see the good ball handling skills, fast plays, shots on goal. I think the one thing we're lacking most of all is actual shots on goal.
Yeah, we haven't really seen that today so far.
High scoring percentage, though. You know, 1 out of 3 of the shots has made it in, but not a lot of taken opportunities. So if they want to see any points in the future, Ratchet Thoughts needs to start taking the ball down to the goal post or to the goal box, and making some shots. Definitely at the goal post.
Yeah. Here's Madrid now, as the referee takes a look at his watch. Can't be much longer here in the first half. We did start about a couple minutes late, so
Yep.
we probably have about 2 minutes to go here. Here's Di Serafino now, trying to play it in. Good poke out there by Madrid. It's going to go out of bounds to Thoughts here.
Madrid trying to play the sideline reffing, but not quite swaying the center ref. Ooh.
I'm glad that ball did not come our way.
I was waiting for it.
Were you
too.
ready?
I was prepared. I am always willing to participate from the audience.
Oh, yeah. Here's a free kick here. Here's Skylar Dove. So he's going to take it. About 1 minute left here as the referee takes a look at his watch once again. It's a good ball in. There's Di Serafino in. Here's a chance. Oh, good punch out there by the goalie for Atletico Madrid.
I think I almost saw that goalie take a cleat to the shoulder. That was crazy. His number 12 jumped over him for the ball. It was a very good move pushing that out of the way by the goalie for Madrid.
Will Glass was there. Almost had a goal of himself there. As substitutions come on here for Madrid. You can't imagine there's much time left here for substitutions.
No, right now you really should just wait it out. unless you got a player on the field who is dying for a sub. It's good to keep what's going on the field.
Here's Madrid now.
Ooh, you can see Madrid's goalie taking some bows. I think he might have taken a shot right where the sun don't shine. That is unfortunate.
That's going to include our first half. Give us your first half analysis there, Ojan.
Some great soccer so far. I mean, no team is really clearly dominant over the other. Madrid with a beautiful free kick goal to get them started with the lead, but honestly, that is not going to stop the Ratchet Thoughts from bringing themselves back in this game. All in all, really good first half.
Ratchet Thoughts down 1-0 after a great shot by Eric Schweiger for an Atletico Madrid. We'll be back for second half after halftime. And we're back here for the second half here at Wolfpack Training Center between Ratchet Thoughts and on Atletico Madrid. Madrid here with a 1-0 lead after a beautiful goal there by Eric Schweiger on the free kick. Ratchet Thoughts hasn't really played a bad game. It's been pretty evenly matched, but the free kick is the difference here. What does Ratchet Thoughts need to do to tie this game and eventually maybe take the lead?
I mean, a free kick is a free kick. You know, if they took that up, they got that
and
opportunity.
And a beautiful one
shoot.
as it was.
Yeah, they scored. Nothing you do with that. Right now, Ratchet Thoughts needs to be thinking about getting possession of the ball, sending it to their forwards who are out and open, and just taking as many shots on goal as they can in the little amount of time they have left to tie up this game. So we'll see.
There's a floater right there. Goes to the goalkeeper there for Madrid.
I mean, that right there is a good example of exactly what I was just saying. Take some shots on goal. Even if it's not a great shot, okay shot will still roll in half the time, you know, so maybe not half the time, but
I think you're being a little generous there.
Yeah.
But
you never know, right?
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty awful goals.
I understand what you're saying. Here's Skylar Dove now. Gonna take the free kick. Looks like he's just gonna go down the field. There's DeSerafino, back to DeSerafino. So he's going to take a shot right to the goalkeeper from Madrid.
Again, good shots on goal. Now we're seeing some action from the Ratchet Thoughts.
And, I mean, that's what they need to do, too. They need to take shots. They didn't really have any shots there in the first half. So take a couple shots, catch the goalkeeper, because you never know what can happen.
Exactly.
Here's Madrid now on the far side. Good defense there by Ratchet Thoughts.
That was
a foul.
Definitely a foul. I saw some pulling and kick from behind.
That's just a little unnecessary. Here's Ratchet Thoughts once again.
Playing the pocket.
Good possession there. Good little triangle right there.
Yeah.
Trying to go down the field. Can they get to it? They can. Trying to play it in the middle. Goalkeeper right there once again to snatch it away. That's some good play there. Something not that we really didn't see much of there in the first half.
Madrid goalie's been doing a good job of answering the Ratchet Thoughts' attempts at tying this game. I mean, last half we saw him make a pretty sweet dive and knock the ball out of the goal just in time and even take a cleat to the shoulder.
I'd also like to say that this is going to be our final broadcast, I believe, for PackTV this semester.
Already miss everyone here.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in through hockey, all the intramural sports, club soccer, club lacrosse. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and a big shout out to anyone who's working behind the cameras as well. You may not hear their voices all the time on the mics, but they do a lot of hard work to make PackTV possible.
As well as our directors. We couldn't do without them. Madison Bell getting her first taste of it right here today.
Yep.
We have our last day of classes here in 2 days. I'm done after tomorrow. But the final start, and then we're back to summer.
Finals week, and then summer. It's going to be.
It flies by, doesn't it?
This is the last lap right here.
It really is. Here's a good ball by Dove, trying to get on the end of that one. His Ratchet thoughts.
I mean, he had a good header on it. He's just going the wrong way.
Yep.
A little bit further back, and he would have had that in perfect scoring position.
Looks like it's going to be throw-in. Kind of hard to see with the players from both teams right here. Good kick out there by Michael Andreessen.
We are right here in the action from PackTV, sitting next to the players themselves.
Here's Madrid now. It's going to tumble out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in here for Ratchet Thoughts. Trying to give the throw-in. That's going to be kicked out of bounds, and I'm not sure if that stayed in the first fence here.
Yeah, that is Madrid saying, get that ball out of here. That is a total power play.
Yeah, that's pretty much saying, hey, we're up 1-0. Let's take some time off.
Mm-hmm.
We did get a ball quick in here. Here's Ratchet Thoughts now. Good clear.
You know, time is ticking on this clock, and Ratchet Thoughts really needs to make a play here. Get up that field, slow down if they have to, but
Here we're going to have a stoppage of play.
I believe we have a timeout called by the Ratchet Thoughts.
I don't know what we're doing, honestly.
Yep, that is going to be a timeout for the Ratchet Thoughts called by number 42 for a sub. Maybe an emergency sub.
Usually you can't just call timeouts in the middle of play.
Normally you can't unless for extraneous circumstances like a
I'm not sure what was wrong with them.
Player has asthma or a bloody nose or something, they need to get off the field. You can usually just be reasonable with the ref, and they'll let you call in a sub player.
Anyway, we're back under play here. Ratchet Thoughts with the ball. The substitute coming in was Jenkins.
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 What a great name. He needs to.
I went to high school with him, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Dylan Jenkins.
Did you ever just ask Jenkins? Or is it Jeeves? I'm thinking of Jeeves, aren't I? Oh, man. I just messed up that reference.
Yeah, you just.
Oh, well.
Still. We should probably stick to soccer.
Yeah.
Here's Dove now. Can he get a shot off? Good move there. Good clearance by Jonah Lane right there. There's Jenkins once again. Trying to play the ball over. Another good play there by Ratchet Thoughts.
Ooh, the goalie playing basketball with the ball. Did you see that dribble? That was interesting.
Once again, a little dangerous coming out of there, but he was able to get a hold of it.
The ref finally calling the foul on Ratchet Thoughts, but that was quite a couple flips the Madrid goalie did there. He's getting his fair share of action, that's for sure.
He is.
Ratchet Thoughts are not rolling over.
Here's Dylan Jenkins once again. Trying to play it to number 27, Raymond.
Ooh,
here's Lane now.
Slick play by number 21.
Trying to play it in. Good defense there by Jenkins. It's going to be, I believe, a throw in here. Are they going to get into the corner?
That is going to be a corner kick.
It's going to be taken here by Wyatt Davis. Good opportunity here for Madrid.
It is an opportunity for both teams because, as you can see, all of Madrid's team is on this side of the field. If that goalie can get the ball over their heads fast enough, they get a breakaway point, which it doesn't seem like they're going to take advantage of. They're just going to throw it to the sidelines.
Number 26 right there for Madrid. Couldn't get a hold of that one. That was Danny Scarduto.
Now, the thing about corner kick is it can be a double-edged sword. I mean, you have majority of both teams on one side of the field. Whatever team can get the best control of the ball can either have a breakaway or a free shot and a point on goal. So it really could be any team's ball.
Here's Jenkins right now. Good defense there by Madrid. They've been solid on the defensive side here so far in this match.
Yep, they are playing that lead hard.
Here's Lane now using his big body to shield the defender. Andreessen now with the ball. Back to Andreessen. Good there. Good job here by Madrid. And it's going to be out of bounds going to Madrid. Has substitutions about to come into play here for Atletico. There's DeSerafino clearing it. So far, just a little kickball here.
Yep, we are seeing some passing play in the center.
Skylar Dove trying to go out wide at Draymond, but
called him out for it too,
yeah,
for not being there. But you don't want to get inside your own players' heads.
Especially being down 1-0.
Yeah, you got to start coming together as a team, start communicating more, work together on getting that 1 point back, tying up the game. Now, should they tie up the game, what is the procedure here? Overtime?
I would assume we go to overtime, and then eventually maybe we go to PKs.
Ooh, that would be very interesting.
This is my first time covering intramural soccer. Actually, no, it's not. We covered it last year or last semester. It was freezing, by the way.
It has been a while. Yeah,
But we did end up going to PKs for one game. It was very exciting. I don't know about you, but I love PKs. I love watching PKs.
Oh, I love them. You got one-on-one, striker versus goalie, whole fate of the game on a free kick.
DeSerafino trying to play through.
Ooh.
Madrid goalkeeper there. Once again, he's been solid so far here.
He's been on top of the ball, quite literally and figuratively, as far as saving those breakaway shots.
Got about 14 minutes to go here in this match between Atletico Madrid and the Ratchet Thoughts.
Ooh.
Madrid up 1-0 as we have a foul here.
I believe it was for pushing.
Hasn't been too many fouls. It's been a very clean game here.
Yeah. Which could also be because, you know, we're all Wolfpack here on this field. We all bleed red here. Much like most people, but, you know, school-wise.
Trying to play the middle to Jenkins. Can't quite get a touch on. It's going to go out of bounds here for a Ratchet Thoughts throw-in. You hear the sirens in the distance. That doesn't sound too good.
Those are the war sirens of the Ratchet Thoughts getting back in this game. No, it was probably a fire truck.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper coming out once again there. Gonna have a corner kick.
Corner kick, yep.
Dylan Jenkins was coming to the ball, decides to go back in. There's a
Good
chance right there. Wow, good opportunity there for Ratchet Thoughts after goes off the hands of the goalkeeper there. He's been solid all night, and that was a very good opportunity there.
Ow. That was close. That could have been the tie maker right there.
Here's Madrid now. Holding up the play here a little bit. Went to the middle, intercepted by DeSerafino. Good hustle by him. Trying to play down to DeSerafino. Can he get to it?
He's quick on his feet.
But it's going to go out of bounds. Two Ratchet Thoughts. Madrid again with a good clearance there. About 12 minutes or so left here.
It's crunch time coming down.
Yeah, if you're Ratchet Thoughts, you got to start going forward, maybe changing your formation a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Put a more attackmen up there instead of defenders. But we're going to have another corner here, so it's going to be another good opportunity there.
And this is the last quarter. It's the final round. Now's the time to get your fresh players off of the sidelines and into the game. Get some fresh legs behind that ball and start taking some shots on goal.
There's a good kick there by DeSerafino. Couldn't quite get onto the end of that. There's a chance right there, and that's a goal there. That was DeSerafino for Ratchet Thoughts, and now we're back to a 1-1 game here. We are all squared up now.
There it is. That is what we've been talking about right there. More shots on goal, more opportunities to get that tie point. Now
the momentum switches a little bit
now
now.
it changes. Now Ratchet Thoughts have a little bit of that speed behind them. Hopefully that lit a fire under their butts so they can start running down that field. And
Well, 10 minutes to go here. There's still plenty of time for either team to take the lead now. We have a little, like, collision over there. And that's going to be a foul there on Jenkins, I believe.
Madrid was begging for that penalty.
Now we're starting to see the fire come out a little bit after.
Things are starting to heat up now that we are tied with only 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes to go.
About 10 minutes to go here.
Interesting seeing the goalie come out this far to take a kick.
You got to imagine if it's a bad kick, this is very dangerous.
This could go really well or really poorly.
And that's a low one.
Oh.
Good dive there by the goalkeeper. Going to try to go quick release here. Oh, no, little nutmeg right there.
Yep.
Can't quite get to it, though.
Always got to add spice. You can't outplay 4 players at once unless you're number 12 from Madrid.
Here's De Serafino now. Trying to look up, play the ball. Here's a good touch. Here's a good chance for Ratchet Thoughts. Oh, wow.
Ooh, that is a nail biter, Brett. I mean, we have Ratchet Thoughts with the ball inside the inner goal box with the goalie fumbling it, finally able to pass it out. I mean, that was a nail biter. That could have been nail in the coffin for the game right there.
That was Will Glasser for Ratchet Thoughts, who had a very good opportunity to give his team the lead there.
That was.
I'm going to stay tied 1-1, though.
I mean, I'm standing up right now.
Well, we've been staying up the whole time.
True, but a little bit taller. A little bit taller. If I had a seat, I would not be sitting in it.
I highly doubt that, actually.
True. But the real heroes are on the field playing soccer.
I consider us heroes, too. Back to the game, though. Here's De Serafino now. It's going to take a deflection off, go to Madrid. Just to let everybody know, if this score does hold, we will go into overtime. And eventually, if we don't get any goals in overtime, we're going to go to PKs.
Yep.
Here's Will Glass now.
That's where the true skill of the individual player comes out.
It's always nerve-wracking being the kicker.
Yep, up to
PKs.
The plate and pressure's on.
Big high kick. Jonah Lane trying to play it into the middle.
Not sure I would have taken the header on that one.
Yeah,
that,
he had
didn't sound too comfortable.
He had time to trap it, I believe, as well. It's going to end up with their ball anyway, though, here for Madrid.
Don't play under pressure if you're not under pressure. That's how you lose free possessions. Ooh.
It's going to be a foul, I believe.
You know, I'm noticing the players are making a lot of the refs' calls for him.
Yeah.
But
he's calling
it. He's calling them, yep. Seeing a lot of the players get really into these penalties. But we've seen the true power of a free kick in this game for sure.
There's another big booming kick by Skylar Dove's going to go right to the goalkeeper. This time he hangs on. And with about 6 minutes left to go here, it's getting to crunch time for both teams. with the way things are looking right now, it looks like we might be going to overtime here.
It's really boiling down to who's going to take the most shots on goal and, you know, have the highest chance of rolling that ball through the goalie's hands.
Good job there by Madrid as Ratchet Thoughts trying to steal back. There's Will Glass now, one of the team captains for this squad.
Ooh.
He's trying to play it through and is going to get called for a foul there.
Not playing the ball at all. That was a pretty obvious penalty.
That was probably the easiest one the refs had to make all day.
And interesting. I mean, I think I want to say he gave up that ball, trying to play around the defender. He just went to pass it inside, but there was no one there but red shirts.
Here's Glass now. Played to DiSerafino, trying to get the ball forward.
A little bit too much heat behind that pass.
I was trying to go to Wade Moore, couldn't quite get to him. It's going to be a throw in here for Madrid as we have substitutions about to come back for Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Wyatt Davis and can't quite tell the other number actually. Looks like number 12. It's going to be Mason Peeler. Substitutions come back in and we're back to play. 3 minutes to go here. DiSerafino with a little push in the back wasn't called. There's Glass now. Thought maybe they call a handball there.
It definitely looked like one. It must have been just close enough to where the ref could see there was no connection. But
it's gonna go out of bounds. Well, if there's a time to have a breakaway or something, this is the time to do it.
This is the time. Yep. Next goal will pretty much seal it. I mean, yeah, of course, there's always those quick 10-second points that you can occasionally get lucky with. But really, when you've got two really evenly matched teams like this, 1 point can mean the whole game.
Here's Ratchet Thoughts now. Can't have any excuses there in the back either, any mistakes.
Nope.
DiSerafino, Wade Moore now. Back to Skylar Dove going out wide.
Got to control.
It's a good opportunity here. And that's just going to go out of bounds.
He got a little bit turned around there.
He did.
I saw his intentions, but, I mean, when you've got that many defenders on you, even if you're close to the goal, it might be best to let one of your other players with a better shot take it, pass it short, or not just kick that ball willy-nilly. Willy or nilly, either or.
Goalie for Madrid looks like he's just going to take his time bringing this one up. He's probably a little okay for overtime. I don't know about you, but my legs are getting tired.
You know, this is the opportunity for you and I to get some squats in, some leg workouts, while ball is in the air.
Here's Lane right there trying to play it forward. Here's a good chance for Madrid. Playing it in. And it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a very valuable corner kick here for Madrid. Good opportunity to probably win this game.
I got to say, throwing a header ball at your own goal is not the best way to chance a free goal, or is the best way to chance a free goal for the other team. That was a little bit risky there by the Ratchet Thoughts defense.
Here's Madrid now. Very good opportunity. Playing it in. It's going to trickle out of bounds for a throw in here. Looks like Lane will take it quick. Going to be a long throw in here for Cameron Kapim. It's a good one.
It's a flyer.
That's going to go out of bounds.
Great Great goalkeeping play by our director, Madison.
Those great instincts there.
Yep.
Here's Kapim once again. That's going to go out of bounds. Or excuse me, it's going to stay in bounds. I don't know what I was saying there. Good opportunity, shot.
Ooh.
It's just going to go just wide. We're going to have a goal kick.
Another wild shot. You know, I think now these teams are getting a little desperate to get that final goal and just seal the deal for this game. I don't think some of these players want to go to overtime.
No. Here's going to be a goal kick here, and I got to imagine there might be a minute left, if even that. Might hear the whistle after this.
We've even got a gentle fog settling over the field.
We really do.
Yeah, adding a nice ominous feel to this game the last few minutes.
Ratchet thoughts with just a header back to the goalkeeper. Good idea there. Referee takes a look at his watch. DeSerafino on the other side. Here's a chance.
Oh
my goodness, and that's going to stay out of the goal somehow.
By effort of 3 leaping Madrid players. That is a great save. Oh,
here's some
turned
speed.
Around.
Oh, good tackle there by. Here's a chance right here, and it's butchered.
You can hear the Madrid players on the side just groaning at the missed opportunity.
Skylar Dove's going down. It's like a hamstring.
Oh.
He's going to hobble off the field.
Yep. Number 4, he's been doing a really good job on the field. You know, definitely earned that break.
That's kicked to glass. Can't get a kick on it. He's going to go down. It's going to go out of bounds here to Madrid. And we're going to have the whistle. And we're tied 1-1 now. And we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back here for the overtime here on PackTV. And we're back here for the overtime session here for Inathletico Madrid versus Ratchet Thoughts in the IM League Championship game. T-shirt at stake for both teams. We ended the regulation 1-1. Eric Schweiger with a beautiful goal there. And then Joey DeSerafino with the goal with about 10 minutes left in the second half to tie it up. And we're going to play one 5-minute overtime, I believe. If neither team scores, we're going to go into PKs. And with the way we've seen the offense flowing here, do you see either team scoring here in the 5-minute overtime?
Well, you know, anything can happen. I think the team that wants it the most is going to take it in this overtime. You know, whichever team's got the most momentum, gets the most shots on goal, holds possession the longest, that's what it's going to boil down to. There's no clear, stronger team. There's no, you know, swing players. It's all just how you communicate, strategy with your team. So we'll see.
Serafino try to sneak through there. Dylan Jenkins gets a touch on it. Goes straight to the goalkeeper. Starting to cool off a little bit here.
Yeah, we're getting
Still feels a little nice, though.
Fog's starting to pick up as we get these cooler winds coming in.
Here's Lane now. Smells like something's burning or something like that.
It might be the heat under their cleats, Brett, as they're sprinting across this field.
For some reason, I do not think that's it.
For the harm I may have caused by making that joke.
That's going to go to Madrid. Not sure really why you would hold it. It's not like you're ahead. You're tied up, so I would think you want to try to go as quick as possible.
That's true. I mean, no team has incentive to kill time or anything of that sort. It's really just go at the other team, you know, be aggressive, make some goals. Don't be reckless, but now's your time to shine. Now's the time to seal the deal, get that win.
Ball to the Serafino. Jenkins now with it. Header going forward. Andreessen for Madrid. Takes out Ratchet, thought defender back there, and no foul was called. It's going to be
rolling through there.
I believe it's going to be a goal kick.
Looks like a throw-in.
I can't see.
Yep, that's going to be a throw-in for Madrid.
It's a good, strong one. Kicked out by De Serafino. Madrid still holds. Probably got about 3 minutes to go here in the first overtime, or the only overtime.
Yep, after this we go to PKs for the championship. Got to be careful playing those man-ons, you know. Pass it to someone who's open, not someone who's got two bodies kicking feet right in front of them.
Here's a chance right here for Madrid. Andreessen trying to go on his left foot. Slide tackle.
Big mistake.
And that's going to be a PK.
Oh, wow.
You cannot do that. As I mentioned earlier, you cannot slide tackle.
No. See, and if only they were listening to you, Brett, earlier when we had mentioned this, because otherwise this would have been a different situation. But I will say this. I was just about to mention that, you know, you don't want to take too much time when you've got that ball. It's just you in the net. Don't let the defender catch up, but turned out work out for them because they're going to get that penalty kick.
Andreessen.
Game is going to come down to this score right here, whether it goes in or not.
Looks like the goalkeeper, I believe, is going to take the
oh man,
take the kick here.
Heat is on for the goalkeeper from Madrid.
Winds up for the boot, and it's a good one.
Oh, and it's good.
Upper right, in Atletico Madrid.
Slow, controlled, skillful.
Actually,
he knew what he was doing. He took the shot. It's a great goal. That's going to be the sudden death overtime score that finishes this game out.
I did not realize that it was actually sudden death.
Yep.
But I guess it was. It was golden goal. First one to score wins in Madrid. Tough way to lose there for Ratchet Thoughts after coming from behind, tying it up, going to overtime, and then you lose on a PK like that. But anyway, final thoughts? If
you're going to go out on a golden goal, that's definitely the way to do it. PK shot, goalie against goalie. I love it. Final score 2-1. Madrid taking the win from these IM finals.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this entire season. It's been a pleasure for us to present to you these club soccer, IM, even some varsity sports game. Signing off for PackTV. He's Ojam Manaza. I'm Brett Galt. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next season.